Here's why Chico is missing from the latest season of Moonshiners. Fans of Discovery Channel's Moonshiners have long been accustomed to the colorful personalities that populate the show. Among these, Matthew Chico Tungate stood out, not just for his moonshining skills, but for his infectious humor and distinctive presence. However, recent seasons have seen his absence, leaving viewers to wonder, where did Chico go? The rise of Chico first appeared on Moonshiners during its third season, quickly becoming a fan favorite. His charismatic personality and willingness to embrace the challenges of illegal moonshining endeared him to audiences. Alongside his fiancée, Cassandra Sandra Thompson, the couple brought a unique blend of humor and authenticity to the show. The decision to leave in 2018, Chico and Sandra made the decision to step away from Moonshiners. While the exact reasons for their departure were not publicly detailed by Discovery Channel, it is believed that the birth of their son, Wyatt, played a significant role. In a Facebook post from that time, Sandra introduced their newborn to fans, signaling a shift in their priorities toward family life. After the show. Since leaving the show, Chico has maintained a relatively low profile. His most recent public update was in 2019, where he expressed interest in hosting events and engaging with fans. However, there has been little public activity from him since then. Business ventures. Despite his absence from television, Chico has not abandoned his passion for moonshining. He partnered with Old Town Distillery to create Chico Spirit Whiskey, a blend of bourbon and white whiskey aged in charred oak barrels. This venture reflects his desire to leave a legacy for his family and continue his craft in a legal and commercial capacity. Personal life. Chico and Sandra's relationship appears to be thriving. They have been engaged and are raising their son, Wyatt, together. Their commitment to family and each other suggests that their decision to leave the show was rooted in personal priorities rather than any professional fallout. Conclusion. While Chico's absence from the latest season of Moonshiners may have disappointed fans, it is clear that his decision was driven by a desire to focus on family and personal ventures. His legacy on the show remains, and his endeavors outside of television showcase his adaptability and commitment to his craft. For those who miss his presence, it's comforting to know that Chico is still out there, living life on his own terms. Chico first graced our screens in Season 3 of Moonshiners, quickly becoming a beloved figure. His charismatic presence, combined with his moonshining expertise, endeared him to viewers. Alongside his fiancée, Cassandra Sandra Thompson, the duo showcased their skills and personalities, adding depth to the show. The decision to step away in 2018, Chico and Sandra made the personal decision to step away from the show. While Discovery Channel did not publicly disclose the reasons, it is widely believed that the birth of their son, Wyatt, played a significant role in their choice. Sandra shared the news on her Facebook page, introducing their newborn to fans and signaling a shift in their priorities toward family life. Beyond the camera. Since leaving Moonshiners, Chico has maintained a relatively low profile. His most recent public update was in 2019, where he expressed interest in hosting events and engaging with fans. Despite this, there has been little public activity from him since then. Business ventures. Despite his absence from television, Chico has not abandoned his passion for moonshining. He partnered with Old Town Distillery to create Chico Spirit Whiskey, a blend of bourbon and white whiskey aged in charred oak barrels. This venture reflects his desire to leave a legacy for his family and continue his craft in a legal and commercial capacity. Personal life. Chico and Sandra's relationship appears to be thriving. They have been engaged and are raising their son, Wyatt, together. Their commitment to family and each other suggests that their decision to leave the show was rooted in personal priorities rather than any professional fallout. Conclusion: while Chico's absence from the latest season of Moonshiners may have disappointed fans, it is clear that his decision was driven by a desire to focus on family and personal ventures. His legacy on the show remains, and his endeavors outside of television showcase his adaptability and commitment to his craft. For those who miss his presence, it's comforting to know that Chico is still out there, living life on his own terms. If there's one thing fans of Moonshiners know, it's that making moonshine is more than just distilling corn mash and evading the law. It's a lifestyle. And few embodied that lifestyle more colorfully than Matthew Chico Tungdate. With his rough-hewn charisma, fast-talking banter, and undeniable moonshine mojo, Chico became a household name among fans of the hit Discovery Channel series. But as viewers tuned into the most recent season, something felt off. No Chico. No signature grin. No wild-eyed enthusiasm. Just an empty space in the woods where Chico used to run his still. So where is he? Well, pull up a chair, pour yourself a jar of white lightning, and let's dive into the backroads of what may be the most intriguing off-screen disappearance since the days of Popcorn Sutton. From backwoods to broadcast to understand Chico's absence, we first have to remember what made him such a beloved figure. When Chico first appeared in Season 3 of Moonshiners, he was like a jolt of raw Appalachian energy. Teaming up with David Digger Maines and Mark Ramsey, Chico quickly proved that he wasn't just a camera-friendly character, he was the real deal. Whether he was outsmarting local authorities or engineering a backwoods still out of repurposed lawn furniture and car parts, Chico had the authenticity fans craved. His thick Kentucky drawl, chaotic energy, and genuine enthusiasm for the craft reminded viewers that moonshining wasn't just TV. It was tradition, danger, and legacy. So when he suddenly vanished from the screen, it left a void bigger than a busted barrel of sour mash. The official story. Family first. The most publicly accepted reason for Chico's departure is perhaps the most wholesome. Family. In 2018, Chico and his longtime partner, Cassandra Sundra Thompson, welcomed their son, Wyatt, into the world. For anyone who's watched Moonshiners, it's not hard to imagine the sleepless nights, the diaper changes, the tiny fingers wrapped around yours, and the overwhelming realization that maybe it's time to slow down. Sundra posted photos of their newborn on social media, and while there was no grand press release or goodbye scene, the message was clear. Chico was stepping back to focus on raising his son. After years of dodging law enforcement and surviving the grueling, unpredictable world of backwoods distillation, it makes sense that Chico would opt for a quieter, more stable life. Still, fans weren't ready to say goodbye, and many suspected there might be more to the story. Rumors, arrests, and the moonshine curse. As with many beloved reality TV stars who disappear without much explanation, speculation filled the silence. One persistent rumor involved a run-in with the law. The moonshine world is built on a fine line between tradition and illegality, and several Moonshiners cast members have brushed against that line more than once. Although there's no verifiable public record tying Chico to any recent arrests, whispers on fan forums and social media suggested a potential brush with local authorities may have influenced his exit. In the world of Moonshiners, where the law always seems just around the bend, it wouldn't be entirely shocking. Then there's the so-called moonshine curse, a long-standing superstition among distillers that those who go public with their trade inevitably invite bad luck. Some fans believe Chico may have felt the weight of this curse and decided to bow out before things took a darker turn. A new kind of legacy despite stepping away from the screen, Chico didn't abandon the craft. In fact, he found a way to bring his passion into the legal distilling world. Teaming up with Old Town Distillery in Kentucky, Chico launched a whiskey called Chico Spirit, a bold bourbon white whiskey blend that captures the fiery essence of his moonshining days. For Chico, this was more than a business venture, it was a legacy move. With a growing family and a lifetime of moonshine knowledge under his belt, creating a legal spirit allowed him to share his talent with a broader audience while staying on the right side of the law. It also gave him a chance to provide for Wyatt in a more sustainable, long-term way. Though fans missed him on the show, many were heartened to know that Chico was still living the life, just a little more quietly, a little more legally, and a lot more safely. Behind the scenes. Creative differences, of course, not all departures from reality television are purely personal. Industry insiders have hinted that there may have been creative differences between Chico and the production team. As Moonshiners evolved, becoming more polished, more structured, and more dramatized, some original cast members reportedly felt that the soul of the show was shifting. Chico, known for his down-home authenticity and unscripted charm, may have grown frustrated with the increasingly commercial direction of the series. Could it be that Chico didn't walk away, but rather chose not to renew his contract? While Discovery Channel has remained tight-lipped, it wouldn't be the first time a reality star traded screen time for creative freedom. The quiet comeback? Here's the twist. Just because Chico's not on camera doesn't mean he's gone for good. In fact, eagle-eyed fans have reported sightings of him at regional distillery festivals, craft whiskey events, and even